We were talking about that just in a kind of a coaches meeting the other day, and about how it's been increased. Bear Bryant days, you didn't hear about concussions. It was like, get up, son, get playing. And we were kind of talking, and one of the good points that one of our coaches made was, you're making helmets lighter, so it's not as heavy on a kid, and you're making it better for, say, the running back to protect his brain, but you're also making it better for that defensive back who's hitting. So the helmet's kind of doing, I guess the helmet improvements are kind of working in two fashions. Yeah. It's protecting the person that's getting hit, but it's also making that person that's making the hit think, I can hit harder. And we talk to the kids about that. A lot of times it's reaching out, grabbing. A lot of times it's swiping of using your arm to swipe a leg. On Saturdays and Fridays, it's get them down how you can get them down. And you do see that. When we instruct the proper technique, the kids are kind of looking a little bored. Because you're right, ESPN, Fox Sports, they all talk about, the Troy Polamalu hits, and the good form tackle doesn't make the highlights of the Ravens-Pittsburgh game. Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, they make a nice hit, that's all over. Matter of fact, multiple times. Not just the highlight clip, but it's usually top 10 plays of the day. So absolutely, Sports Center, as great of a show as it is for these young athletes, there are things that sometimes they look at and lose sight of the real aspect of the sport. What was new yesterday is outdated today. Rydell, Shutt, companies like that are constantly trying to improve helmet pads, which I'm in total support of, but you're right. The human brain is the human brain. You and I could bump into each other and cause, not even collide heads and cause a brain problem. Same thing in car accidents. You can protect with airbags. You'll hear me say out here, you get hurt when you play scared. While I think we need to educate the guys on it, no questions asked about that. I think when you're constantly talking about it, you cause a hesitation or an uncertainty. And I would venture to say, if you look at kind of even knee injuries, when people are going half speed or tentative, that's when the majority of those things happen. That's when you see a lot of kids getting hurt, standing around the pile, not necessarily in the pile. And I would be curious to see if head injuries are the same way. Was it somebody who kind of backed off and the other person was coming hard, or just kind of freak things that take place? So yeah, there is a certain level of not being able to control things.